if they want to release it, it's okay. If I didn't release it, it's perfect.
Aboard Air Force One, drifting between Florida's warm blues and Washington's steel gray skies, President Donald Trump casually dropped a medical mystery into the national conversation. A mystery that begins with an MRI, and the president is saying he has no idea which part of his body was scanned. Cut to reporters leaning in, engines humming beneath the cabin floor as Trump insists, "It wasn't the brain, because I took a cognitive test and I aced it."
And he asked about my MRI.
Well, Governor Walz asked you to just, we know him as that.
Tell us what it was else to be the incompetent governor. So, if they want to release it, it's okay. If I didn't release it, it's perfect. Well, it's like my phone call. Well, I got it pitched. It's absolutely perfect. So, if you want to hear about it, or if you want to release it, you want to have it released, use nation, failing news station. Bad news station is doing lousy, by the way. But if you want to have it released, I'll release it.
Beast conscious, like they were looking at.
For what, release it?
No. What part of your body was the MRI?
I have no idea. It was just an MRI with part of the body. It wasn't the brain because I took a cognitive test and I aced, but I got a perfect part, which you would be capable of doing. Goodbye, everybody. For you too.
This would have floated by as another Trump on a plane soundbite, but it came on the heels of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz calling for Trump to release his MRI results. Walz, already locked in a bitter back and forth with Trump over a Thanksgiving Truth Social post targeting Minnesota's Somali community, went straight for the jugular on NBC's Meet the Press. Has anyone in the history of the world ever had an MRI assigned to them and have no idea what it was for? And with that, Trump's MRI moved from a footnote to a firestorm. What do we actually know? Not much, and that's precisely the issue. Trump revealed in October that he received an MRI at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. The White House called it part of his routine yearly checkup. Except Trump already had his annual physical 6 months earlier, in April. So why an MRI? Why another routine? The White House hasn't said, and every time reporters try to clarify the details, the answers only get foggier. White House's final word? Every single day, the president is in optimal physical health. This was a follow-up appointment, and we provided a detailed readout. But the readout never explained the MRI or the body part. And Trump himself? He doubled down on the mystery. It was just an MRI. What part of the body? I have no idea, he said.
What part of your body was the MRI?
I have no idea. It was just an MRI with part of the body.
Here's one medical detail the White House has confirmed. In July, Trump was diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency, a condition where the veins don't push blood effectively, causing swelling, especially in the legs. It affects about 150,000 Americans every year and becomes more common with age. But that doesn't explain why Trump doesn't seem to remember what the MRI was for. Now the president says he's perfectly happy to release the MRI results. His words, "If you want to have it released, I'll release it. It was perfect." But perfect without context leaves everyone guessing. Was it done for his legs? His back? Something related to the chronic venous insufficiency? Or was it simply a follow-up done without much fuss, the kind presidents routinely undergo? None of that is clear. Not from the medical briefings, not from Trump, not from the White House. So Washington is left puzzling over a rare presidential riddle. A medical test the president says he took, a result he says is perfect, a body part he apparently doesn't remember, and a White House that insists everything is completely routine, without explaining why it happened at all.